Hello friends, welcome to Money Village channel. Today we will see how Kotak Mahindra Bank performed in the last quarter Q3 FY22. So it was a consolidated profit growth of over 30%, which is on the positive side with respect to Kotak Mahindra Bank results. So the quarterly profit was 3,402 crores plus in last quarter versus 2,601 crores in last year Q3. So this was a significant net profit growth of over 30% at the consolidated level. Gross non-performing assets reduced to 2.71% from 3.27%. So the people who pay back the loans like in on time has increased, and the net non-performing assets also reduced to 0.79% from 1.24% in the previous financial year Q3. The provision coverage ratio increased to 71% from 63% in Q3. So that means the bank has made more provisions in terms of like the overall net non-performing assets. Earnings per share has also increased to 17.15 from 13.14 rupees for Q3. Then we see that promoter holding is stable and DII holding is increasing for the past 5 quarters. So these are the positives that we could see in the results. Now we will see like where we collect this data from. Normally, when any company declares the results, rather than going to any newspaper or news websites, we can directly go to the company's website. So here I have gone to kotak.com and I have opened this press release table, whatever has been released to the press, and here we see the consolidated quarterly results. It is always better to see the consolidated financial results rather than the standalone results, because that will give a holistic view on the overall performance, including all the subdivisions or like all the subsidiaries that the company holds. So here we see that the net profit after tax is 3,400 crore plus in the Q3 of FY22, and in the last year, corresponding year, we find that the net profit was 2,600 odd crores. If we go to Money Control website, we can see what is the promoter holding or the domestic institutional investor holding. So we can see that the promoter holding has been consistent, like it has not reduced significantly in the last 1 year, and we can also see the domestic institutional holding has gone up gradually from 12.91% to 15.5%. Now going to the negatives, what we can observe is we have high price to book value and high PE ratio for Kotak Bank when compared with other banks in India. If we go to Money Control website and do a peer comparison of Kotak Mahindra Bank with other Indian banks, we find that Kotak Mahindra Bank is trading at a price to book ratio of 4.47 times, while HDFC Bank is trading at 3.85 times, while ICICI Bank is trading at 3.31 times. So considering this, like we find that Kotak Mahindra Bank is relatively overvalued when compared with ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank. But having said that, since Kotak Mahindra Bank has a better growth potential in terms of future profits, that could be one reason wherein Kotak Mahindra Bank is commanding a higher premium, and also the price to earnings ratio is high for Kotak Mahindra Bank when compared with other banks in India. And Kotak Mahindra is also moving towards digitization, and like most of the loans initiated or originated are through the digital channels, and that brings in a better profit for Kotak Mahindra Bank. In Q4, since we have a COVID wave in India and there are some restrictions imposed by government across various states, this could have some mild impact for Q4 growth, and there could be a mild increase in non-performing assets, considering that like there are businesses which are potentially impacted due to this restrictions that are imposed. And then in the quarterly results, we find that there is an increase in employee cost and there is a provision write back of 118 crores in the current Q3 versus provisions of 510 crores last year. And if we remove this delta, then the profit growth is getting reduced. Like if we see the quarterly results again, here when we see for last financial year's Q3, we see that there is a provision done for 510 crores, but whereas in the current financial year Q3 there is a write back of provisions amounting to 118 crores. So at the operating profit level, if we do a comparison, we see that the profit is 4,292 crores versus last year's 3,965 crores. So this means that at the operating profit level, there is a growth of almost 8% only, and this operating profit is lesser than Q2 of FY22. So a reduction in FI holdings for the last 5 quarters. So this is also one of the negatives. The FI holding was 45.09% as of December 2020. Now this has got reduced to 42.06% as of December 2021. Moving to technical analysis, we find that Kotak Mahindra Bank, if we draw a trend line from the March 2020 lows, we see that it is still trading above the trend line, and as long as this trend line is not broken, like we may not see a significant downside for Kotak Mahindra Bank. But considering the valuations wherein Kotak Mahindra Bank is trading at a high PE ratio, and also it is still not gone past the recent highs that is made in Jan. So we expect Kotak Mahindra Bank to trade in a range for the next few months, and we do not see a significant downside in Kotak Mahindra Bank. At the same time, we do not expect significant returns from Kotak Mahindra Bank if we are an investor. In case if the price moves towards this trend line, then we expect Kotak Mahindra Bank to take support at somewhere around 1790 levels, and the upside seems to be limited considering that like the valuations are rich. And please consult your financial advisors before taking any investment decisions. If you like this video and if this video is of information to you, kindly do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.